Yeah, your tea time is at 2 o'clock, and we take USD, not Hawk 2 a coin. Yeah, sorry about that. I know it's inconvenient, but that's how it goes. Alright, I'm gonna check these people in, see what they need, and then I'll be back with you, okay? Alright. Okay. Sorry about that. Wait, how's it going? Yeah, welcome in. Absolutely. Have you been looking around at all? Or? Okay, nice. Nice. Well, what brings you in? Okay, nice. Okay. And you know what specific clubs you need? Okay, cool. Well, first of all, my name is Matty. Good to meet you. Absolutely. Yeah, no, it's a beautiful day. I love golf, and I get to work here, so every day's a good day. Yes, exactly. Yeah. All right, cool. All right, so you're kind of you've golfed a little bit, but you're just kind of getting started, and then you're looking for some specific things, correct? Okay. Okay, great. Well, I mean, as you can see, we got everything, so I'm sure this is gonna be easy for us to get everything that you need. Where would you like to start? So you mentioned a couple golf clubs, right? Anything else? Some balls, okay. Sure. Yep. Yep. Yeah, we can get you some tees. Are you golfing anytime soon? Okay, great. Okay, fantastic. Okay, well, let's start with what should we start with here? Let's start with. Do you want to start with balls? Okay, great. So, golf balls are very interesting, right? Because there's some that are really cheap, and then there's some that are very expensive. If you want me to be completely honest with you, they do make a difference, but not really for amateur golfers. Like if you're a pro, sure, some are better for distance, some are better for control. But I like to be honest with people and say that it honestly doesn't really make a difference for people who are golfing, here. So it just comes down to preference. Maybe you have a favorite brand or a color or a style, but if I mean, unless you want to, of course, I would never turn you down. But like, I wouldn't suggest if you're just starting out getting 60, 70, $80 golf balls. And I can show you a couple that are a little more affordable that are still great. Okay, great. Let's do it. Okay, so I'll show you. Let me grab these. Okay, cool. I have two to show you. One is a little under middle of the road price wise, but I think they are the best balls in golf. And then I'll show you ones that are a little more affordable, that are still fantastic. Okay, great. So the first one here, this is my personal favorite. Every time I golf, this is what I use. This is the Callaway Super Soft. Okay. So the way that we sell golf balls, of course, are in boxes like this, and then inside it comes with 4 boxes of 3. Okay, so 12 balls, right? And then you have individual boxes inside with 3 balls each. Okay, so yeah, these are, in my opinion, the best value for a beginner or intermediate golfer. I think, in my personal opinion, I think Callaway makes the best balls, and these super softs are just kind of, they're just good at everything. Like some balls are better for distance, some are better for control, some are better for spin. These are kind of just middle of the road, like good at everything. You know what I mean? We have a bunch of different colors, of course. I always suggest white, though. We get a lot of people that buy golf balls and they're like, "Oh, fun color and stuff," and then it is pretty hard to see. So I always That's the white. So, yeah, these super softs, increased ball speed with soft feel, exceptional control and spin with distance, and increased green side spin. So you're gonna get a lot of great spin with these off the tee, okay? And then you're gonna get great control. And then on the green, they have a really soft feel on the green, which is honestly ideal. So, yeah, these are the Callaway Super Softs. Okay. Now, again, I think Callaway is the best ball brand, but I'll show you a different one in a minute. But so for the 12 balls here, these are running for $29.99, so $30. And again, you know, like the Pro V ones, there's a few that are very expensive that the pros use. Those are, you know, $60, $70, $80. I wouldn't suggest that. You know, most of the time. You know, unless you're a prodigy, you're gonna lose some balls, and it's just not really worth paying that much. But I think these are the best balls on the market. Callaway Super Softs. Okay. But these are also fantastic. We actually have a really good deal on these. These are what I would use if, like, you know, I was on more of a budget and I didn't want to spend $30 on golf balls, right? But I think these are the best bang for your buck ball, okay? So these are the Top Flight XL Distance, okay? Top Flight has been around forever, and they are a fantastic golf ball, okay? And again, this is in a full box. You can open it up here. And it's just gonna be the same thing as the Callaways, right? So you're gonna get, oh my goodness, if I can get one out. There we go. So it's gonna be 4 boxes of 3 here. See that? Okay. And yeah, these are also fantastic. Again, Top Flight has been around forever. They're a great brand. And what you're going to get with these are their XL Distance. So their large, high-speed core optimizes compression. So you're going to get more loft. You're going to get more distance with these. They are they're really thin between the ball and the core, right? So that's going to reduce spin, okay? And then it just has the old distance dimple technology from Top Flight. So these are in gloss white again, but yeah, these are fantastic. The other thing that these have that I really like, some people are doing this now, is they have the alignment line on the ball, which is in my opinion really, really nice. So now those other ones were 30 for 12, okay? These, we have a deal going on, so you can get 3 12 balls, so 36 balls for $25. So $25, and you get 3 boxes. So again, they're a little more affordable, but bang for your buck. If you're buying new balls, this is the way to go. It really is. Any questions about the balls? Okay, yeah, and just let me know at the end. We'll go through some things. I know there's some other things you want to look at, but yeah, we'll go through things at the end. Okay. All right. So what else are we thinking about getting today? So we went over some balls. Do you want to go over? You mentioned some tees. Okay, great. Do you have any right now? Okay, so you have some taller tees. Yeah, so basically, you know, for on a par 4, par 5, when they're, you know, I'd say over 200 yards, you're gonna want a taller tee, right? For driving, you know, tee it higher, watch it fly, all that good stuff. But for like a par 3, a lot of people, or even a par 4 sometimes, a lot of people like to do a lower tee with an iron, just to get it off the ground just a little bit. So yeah, Yeah, so let's see here. For that, we would want a 2 1/8, I think. So these are my personal favorite, and these are by Pride Professional, and these are the short tees. So these are 2 1/8. Okay, and what these are gonna do is these are gonna be over an inch shorter than what I would suggest for a driver, right? And of course, you can put it down wherever you like. But for me, so I'll show you. Let me open one up here. So for me, if you're using an iron off a tee, okay, as you can see, it is a short tee, okay. And honestly, if I'm using this off a tee box, I'm putting it in the ground, and I'm only gonna have about that much showing, right? So you're gonna have about that much showing. So you just barely want it off the ground. But what this is gonna do is it's gonna let you get under it a little more with your iron or wedge than if it's on the ground. And it's just helpful in certain distances for control. But yeah, these are the 2 1/8, and this is what I highly recommend. How many's in here? This is a bag of 120, so this is gonna last you a long time. Now, the good thing about teas is that they're cheap, really cheap. So I think this bag was like $6. Yeah, $6. So yeah, these are the 2 1/8. So what you're talking about, this is exactly what I would suggest. And again, this is just for par threes, I would say, off the tee box when you're using an iron, or you could be using an 8 or a 9, maybe an approach, maybe pitching wedge. But yeah, for those shorter par threes, but you want to get it off the ground a little, this is the way to go. Oh, this is the brand you have for the driver? Nice, yeah. So, I mean, it's kind of a go-to, you know what I mean? Yeah, these are very good. Okay, put those to the side here. Anything else? Yeah, no, we actually do have quite a bit of training stuff. So, like, are you hitting the range at all? What are we? Okay, nice. Oh, and you're taking lessons. Fantastic. Okay. Great. So it's it's nice to see that you're taking it serious, which is fun. What kind of training are you talking about? Oh, for grip. Yeah. So, you'll learn this in your lessons, but so much of golf is just technique. You know what I mean? Like, your hand placement, your feet placement, where you distribute your weight, all of that is so important and can make the difference. You know what I mean? So, as far as grip, I do have, let me see if I have an open one here. Oh, right here. Nice. Okay. So I actually do have a grip trainer, that is extremely helpful. Okay. So this, let me use this. It looks like this. Okay. Right. And as you can see, there's notches here. Okay, so this is gonna go onto the handle of the club. Okay, and there's a little arrow here that points down, so it goes like this onto the club. Let me grab a club. I'll show you. Here, perfect. Okay, so we have the grip here, right? So normally you would want your hands, depending on the length of the club and everything, you would want to hit right. You could choke up a little, whatever. But and what this does is you put this on the handle. You kind of line it up here, so it goes like that. Okay, and what this does is it shows you where to have your hands. Okay, so like here you would want this here, and then you would want your thumb here, right? And so it just kind of trains you on where to have your hand placement, right? And Yeah, it is honestly very helpful. A lot of pros do use this. So yeah, it's just a very nice little mold, mainly to keep your thumbs where they need to be. But this is a great trainer, honestly. We sell a lot of those, and yeah, I mean, it's crazy how much little things can completely change your game, for sure. So yeah, I do highly recommend that. Okay, so we've gone over balls, tees, the grip. Are you interested in any clubs? Aha. Okay, great. So what's your current set looking like right now? Okay, nice, nice. Okay, so is it like a 4 through 9, and then okay, so you have 4 iron through 9 iron. That's great, and then wedges you have just a pitching wedge. Okay, great, and then as far as woods driver, 3 wood, 5 wood, and then you broke your driver. Oh, so you need a new driver. Okay, okay. So I'm thinking here. So I'll definitely get you a new driver. I also want to suggest a club to you that I think, in my opinion, every golfer needs this in their bag. Give me a second. Let me go grab a couple clubs here and I can show them to you, okay? All right. So I have a couple clubs here that I want to show you. Let me put this one over here. And we'll do that 1 second. Okay, I want to show you a couple clubs here. So, as far as wedges, okay, the pitching wedge you need, like that's gonna get you, for the most part, everything you need with a wedge. But I always suggest having what we call a 56, which is the angle of the club head, okay? And this is going to get you more loft than a pitching wedge, and I just always suggest people having a 56, okay? In my opinion, the best 56 in the game is made by Cleveland, okay? So this is a Cleveland, looks like this. So this is a Cleveland, see that? Cleveland 56, okay? And what this is going to do for you, and this is, by the way, this is the CB2. What this is going to do for your game is, I don't know if you'll be able to see this, but do you see the angle of the club here? A lot of loft, and this is going to get you, so if you're going up to the ball here and you open it up a little, see that angle? See that? It's going to be a lot more loft, and sometimes you need that loft that a pitching wedge can't get you. So yeah, this is the Cleveland 56. Highly recommend getting a 56. Like, I mean, it's in my opinion one of the more versatile wedges that you can get, and I just could not recommend the Cleveland anymore. Okay, this specific one has a nice little Cleveland shaft here. You can see the little sticker there. So we got a Cleveland shaft. Okay, and then yeah, and this is the Rotex. There we go. This is the Rotex shaft, which is really good. And then we have a Golf Pride grip. All right, okay. So we do have these new, but for you, I would suggest looking at a used one, which this one is, but this is in nearly perfect shape. I mean, look, you can see like there's a little wear, but like nearly perfect shape. Really good shape. So that's the 56. And then let me show you this other one. Okay, then the other club I wanted to show you is you said you didn't have a driver because you just broke it. This is I found my favorite driver of all time, and it is used, so it's gonna get you a lot of money off this one. But I'm partial to Nike clubs, especially now because they don't really do golf stuff anymore. So it's kind of cool to have Nike clubs. But this is the 460 SQ by Nike. This is the driver. Okay, so it looks like that. Right, this is the big stick. Okay, it's a big head on this thing. Okay, it's in really really good shape. Honestly, pretty hard to find these SQ. They're called Sasquatch clubs. Honestly, really hard to find these clubs. But yeah, this is one of my favorite clubs of all time. And this is going to launch balls for you. As you can tell, it's a little bit hollower than other ones. You can hear this, right? But yeah, love the Nike SQ. Let's see here. We have, don't remember what shaft is on here. Oh, nice. This is actually a really great shaft on here. The Aldila NV65. Okay, it's really good grip. And then again, a Golf Pride grip. Okay, so yeah, this is a really great driver. It's maybe my favorite of all time, to be honest. Just love the SQ, and it makes a really cool sound too. Like if I'm at a driving range and I hear this sound, I go, "Oh, there's an SQ." You know what I mean? So yeah, this is the driver I would highly suggest. And again, it's used, so it's going to save you a lot of money. And then, you know, it's just part of my job to show you other things. I also have this head cover to go with it. This is the Nike VS head cover. Now, the cool thing about these head covers is, you know, most of them are kind of like a sock and they take forever to take off. This one is magnetic, which I absolutely love. So here's this, and it goes on. But what happens is, instead of it being a sock thing, it's magnetic right here. See that? So it opens up and goes over, and then it just locks around, right? So let's put this on here. Okay, so we're just laying this on, right? And then see how, so it's in, and then look, it just locks, it opens, and then just locks around it. So it's easy to take off. Yeah, highly recommend those. It's my favorite of all time. Okay, so we got the clubs, we got tees, we got balls, the grip thing. Anything else? Is there anything else I would suggest? I'm just trying to think of my set. Oh, you know what you need? Here, let me grab. Yep, right here. This thing is a lifesaver. Okay, so you know, once you get a little better and a little more serious, you'll learn how important clean clubs are, because of the you know, the lines in the actual club face. That's what creates spin. So if they're dirty or full, you're not getting that spin. And you know, that's why pro caddies are always wiping off the clubs. Like, they gotta be pristine. So I love this. Okay, so this is by, who's this by? I think it's by Scan. It's by Scan. So this looks like this. Okay, so it's by Scan. Okay, and what this is it's a ball brush. Okay, but here's what's really cool about it. This, you can fill up this little tube under it. You fill up with water and soap, okay, of your choice. And here, I'll do a little demonstration here. So not only can you clean your club, right? You can also, you squeeze this bottle and liquid comes out. Then you have soap and water to clean your club. How cool is that, right? So the coolest part about this is, not only can you do that, right, but it also clips onto your back. So this clips onto your back, and then look, right? So this clips to your back, it just hangs, and then you can take it off and clean clubs at any time. Lifesaver, to keep your clubs clean. Love that thing. I think it's only like $15. Best deal ever. Absolutely, yeah. Okay, so what are we thinking? Do you want to do I mean, it certainly makes my job easy and take it all, huh? Yeah, no, I think that's a good idea to, golf is, especially at an amateur level, just try things, see what you like, you know what I mean? So maybe you'll love those Callaway balls. Maybe you'll be a top flight guy. Who knows? Okay, well look, that's fantastic. So we got two clubs, we got the 56 and the driver, we got the tees, we got 24 balls, the grip, and the ball cleaner. And you know what? Just since you've been such a great customer, I'll throw that head cover in for free on that driver. How about that? Okay, great. Well, let me grab all this stuff, and I will meet you over here at the desk, and we'll get you checked out. You know what? Since you bought so much stuff here, I'll give you a couple free range tickets or tokens, and you can go hit some balls. Okay. All right, I will see you over there. Hey, this has been really fun, and honestly, good luck with your game, man. It's a beautiful game. It's a frustrating game, but it's a beautiful game. All right, and I'm glad you're getting into it. All right, thanks for coming in. Of course, you're welcome. All right, I'll see you over there. If you enjoyed this content and want more, please consider hitting the subscribe button and turning on notifications. That will tell you every time I put new content up, which is 2 to 3 times a week, which is a lot of content all the time. So do not miss out. There's also